Drake is taking more of the Ja Rule Blood in My Eye approach.
Mm.
Hip hop history has always had revenge albums. Albums that were made after the embarrassment, after the diss records, after the public doubt, after the culture starts questioning their greatness. Jay-Z gave us a blueprint to The Gift and the Curse after the war with Nas. Ja Rule gave us Blood in My Eye and RULE after his war with 50 Cent. Meek Mill came back with wins and losses, trying to recover from the Drake battle. Nas answered doubt was still Stillmatic. Eminem even made Kamikaze out of pure anger after critics buried the revival. And now, after the biggest rap battle of this generation, Drake returns with Iceman. So on this episode, we asked the question, is this Drake's comeback album? Is it his revenge album? Or is it a survival album?
Welcome to an emergency episode of Rap in Order. I'm First Class Regg.
And I'm Taurian B.
I wish I had the exfoliating gloves, the white ones.
Yeah.
I
wish you had.
That's the closest thing. That's the closest thing I got to the mic glove. But we here. You know, if in case you've been under a rock, Drake dropped 3 albums on Friday. And Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor. 3 very different vibes, but the one, as we know, that's been promoted the most was Iceman. So I think that's the one that everybody was looking forward to. As we know, Drake had a really, really eventful 2024. Even in the booklet that came out before Iceman did, he kind of poked fun at that, right? Like he said, he crossed out 2024, like, oh, this will be my year. And I like that he had fun with that. Like it showed the self-awareness that he took that L. And it's okay. He's still the biggest star in the world, but I think this album leading into Iceman, everybody kind of decided this was make or break for him. Like this album needed to be good. Maid of Honor and Habibti are very different vibes. I think it's a contrast that he's famous for. When he was in a beef with Meek, he dropped back to back, but he also dropped Hotline Bling at the same time. So like he always kind of had like a, let me settle the score with this, but also still keep y'all vibing. And it's no different. I think Maid of Honor, it carries the same vibe of Honestly Nevermind, which people are warming up to now. And then Habibti is the whole purely R&B vibe. But today we're going to focus on Iceman because it has a lot more to get into.
Agreed.
What are your feelings?
You want to know what's weird? When somebody tells me that Drake dropped a dud or his music sucks, I'm like, all right, you just really don't like this nigga.
Yeah.
Is like his music is kind of like undeniable. It's something that you kind of like can't like escape, in my opinion. So I'm just like, yo, like he did fine. I just think at first, like, we were getting the reports like in real time, like, oh shit, Spotify just mistakenly like leaked like 43 songs. So we're like 43 songs. We're like, God damn, Chris Brown be damned. So the anticipation for the album was there. And I think that it just made me think like, yo, imagine if this dude, him and the label were on good terms.
Yeah. Cause I think for the most part, this was all self-funded, right?
Yeah, this is self-funded. So, he did a thing in Toronto. I feel like he's making more of an emphasis to be more of a and this is going to sound away, but not bad. Like more like a Canadian nationalist. He's from Canada, so it's not bad. I'm just saying, like he's making more of an effort to show Canada that like he's theirs, and like because I think he went out his way to like living in California. Like I think like he tried to like embrace like America, and he just realized fuck that. Like I know Toronto will never turn their back on me. So this was very obvious. Like even like his the night of the drop, it was in Toronto. He invited all the influencers up and everything like that. Like basically now everybody comes to him.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like he's like I get the impression he's like the equivalent of fucking Bruce Wayne out there. Like he just does whatever the fuck he wants to do in Toronto. Because there's like a bunch of props. Obviously, we know about the ice blocks that kind of kicked off the whole promo run, and then we know about him freezing the seats and at the Toronto Raptors game. We know about the CM Tower of him freezing it, or like him doing the explosion for the shebang video. Like he just does what, like Toronto is his playground. That's
Yeah,
how like that's how it comes off.
and I'm not mad at that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, fuck it." Alright, so when the 3 albums appeared, because at first, like, they were appearing, and they were disappearing, which was the first one that you listened to?
I had to go to Iceman first. So I hesitated because I was like, am I supposed to listen to this in an order? But then I was like, all right, well, Drake is not like that. Like he's not like Kendrick would do something like that. Kendrick would do something like if he dropped 3 albums, there would be a certain sequence you got to listen to the albums in order to enjoy it. Drake just dropped the music and it's whatever you listen to is whatever you got from it, then that's fine. So I went straight to Iceman. I went straight to
Okay.
Iceman. Um that Make Them Cry intro
Mhm.
is up there with one of his best intros, I would say. For sure. It's up there with like, Tuscan Leather is like my favorite Drake intro, but I think he addressed almost everything that he could in that intro. So I was like, all right, this kind of leaves it open for him to go any which way in the next song.
So, when you alright, so, and another question, did you feel like it was, like, a messy like, did you feel like your initial thoughts, was it messy when Drake put out those 3 records, or did you think like, "Oh, man, he's feeding the streets?"
Messy how? What do you mean?
Like, a clusterfuck, like, you know how, like, when we see people put out projects and we're just like, "Yo, why are you putting out 30 songs on this one project?" Or something like that.
Okay. I
Were
get
you
I get what you're saying now. And no, I don't think it was messy at all. I think it would have been messy if it was all one project. I think this was more digestible because you got Iceman as promised, and it's 18 songs. I'm not mad at 18. I'm not mad at 18. And then you get Maid of Honor, which I think is like 14 songs, and then the other one was a little shorter. So like you get different vibes with those. Every album had a different vibe, and I respected that because it was like it separates it instead of doing one big clusterfuck of an album and then saying, "Oh, this is disc one, this is disc two." Like I hate that shit. It's streaming. Discs don't matter. It don't even matter anymore. Just put out your content.
okay. For me, I definitely went to Iceman first.
Hmm.
Um, it like people were already like leaking things, so like I was aware, like okay, Iceman's a rap album. I let it be known like regularly, like I prefer rapper Drake. Like I don't, so I went straight to Iceman first, and I was kind of like pleased, like okay, cool. Like I wasn't like some people like they were underwhelmed. There's no slaps, and I personally think that there's cool slaps on there. We're gonna get into that later on the episode. I just think that a lot of people j- like there's a lot of tribalism right now in music, and it kind of throws me off because I'm like, yo, even in the thick of it with Jay Z and Nas, like I might have like made fun of. Nas, I still like definitely listen to Stillmatic and enjoyed it.
Yeah. You know what it is too? It's because like in our era, I mean, I can remember going to high school and being Team Hove and just having friendly banter with my friends that were Nas fans and going to them on that following week to school. And the conversation is like, yeah, yeah, he got bodied. And I think at that time, Angie Martinez had already declared that he was the winner
Mhm.
because she read the results on the air. And then right after on air, Jay-Z walked in. Like I'll never forget listening to that. And,
Listening,
and they just had a regular. You said what?
like yo, that was live. Like you had
Yeah,
to be listening to the radio to hear it.
yeah, yeah. And so I remember that, and I remember having the banter. But now with the internet, everybody can say something. And now there's like trolls and there's like, oh, I'm Team Drake. Oh, stay on that side. Like there's shit like that happening.
Mhm.
When like the ether shit happened, it was like, yeah, nah, Nas got that. Like, and we just left it at that. But I still was a Jay-Z fan. Like it was still Jay-Z first for me. But I acknowledge that Nas won. Like I feel like this generation doesn't know how to do that
Right,
because it's
because
just
they're
all or nothing.
yeah, they're like, "Yo, well, this is my favorite and this and that," and it's like, I get that, but in the grand scheme of things, okay, I'll say this much. Nothing on Iceman made me think like, "Oh, man, like, he definitely came back for Kendrick." Like, he gave rebuttals to everything that Kendrick said or whatever like that,
Mhm.
and you when obviously, when somebody's ranking on you or, like, snapping on you or jonesing, whatever, whatever you call it, like, you be like, "Alright, cool, yeah, yeah, yeah." But nah, like, he got him, and
Yeah.
I think that, like, when Drake was like, "What is it? The braids?" Like, I get it, Drake. Like, you're over it, you didn't find it funny or whatever like that, but a lot
Mhm.
of people did, and he performed it at the Super Bowl, and those people did too.
Yeah.
And that's cool though, because you know what, Drake, you came out stronger than ever. You put out 3 projects, and now you're probably about to make some unheard of. You about to break some unheard of records,
Mhm. Already is.
right? And do some things that like people have never thought was possible in the music industry. So
Yeah.
I think that I like a lot of people were saying that Drake is taking a Blueprint 2 approach, and I can see that, but I think that what Drake is doing more of Drake is taking more of the Ja Rule blood in my eye approach.
Mm.
Now, some people
Okay. Well, what do you okay, I
but
think one
let me
thing when you
finish, let
s
me land my plane.
go
Now,
ahead.
some people immediately hear that and think, "That's a terrible comparison," but Ja Rule had hits off of that project, like, and it did well. Like, it just so happened that that the feds came and raided Murder Inc., but, you get I'm From New York on that project.
Yeah, you had Clap Back on there. I think,
Wonderful on that project with R. Kelly? Let me see something real quick.
nah, that was Last Temptation.
That was Last Temptation? Let
Yeah,
me see.
yeah,
Clapback is on Blood in My Eye.
yeah. My Crown
Right,
was
My
on
Crown.
there.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Clapback was on there. Oh, snap, I didn't realize he had a K-Slay skit on here. Wow, that's
Uh,
interesting 'cause K-Slay and 50 are really close. That's interesting.
yeah. R.I.P. K-Slay. Um, okay, I get the comparison.
I
I
take
just
it
think
back. New York
that
is not on there.
yeah, no, New York is on Rule,
New York is on Rule? Okay.
on the Rule album.
And
Uh,
Wonderful is on there. Okay. Well,
yeah.
okay. So maybe my argument is a little different. Maybe it's not Blood in My Eye. Maybe it's the Rule album. I'll say that.
You just know it's Ja Rule.
I just know that Drake is he's doing more Ja Rule than Jay-Z.
Interesting. Okay, so
Tell me I'm telling
I
lies.
think I think I think okay, I disagree with that. And the reason I disagree with that is because I don't think I think Ja Rule wasn't able to bounce back. Like I think he took the loss and he wasn't able to bounce back. I think what Drake is doing, we've never seen nothing like that. Like Drake has done this 3 times over. Not with these 3 releases, but I mean like he's done this to where he dug himself out of a hole from the hip hop perspective. So Scorpion, obviously, he went through the beef with Pusha, but got bigger at that time. Like he had In My Feelings, which went like, and then God's Plan, which is like almost diamond. Like he got bigger as an artist. And then you
Okay, I see
had
what okay, you're so okay, you're saying commercially he got bigger as an artist. Okay, cool. I was
yeah.
just in that okay, so I understand how it came off. What I'm saying with Ja Rule is just that, like, he's not accepting defeat.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so then I guess we got 2 different angles from this then, because I feel like Iceman, he accepted defeat. Like he was like, he even said, I think on he even said on I forget, I should have wrote it down for my notes, but on one of the songs on here, he says that July had was like the worst he's been in a while. Like I forget the lyric, but that was pretty much the point of it. Like that, like 2024 July, he mentions that. I mean, and he acknowledges that Kendrick made a hit. Like, and I think with him and Kendrick never says he's whack. He never says Kendrick's whack. They acknowledge that each other is good. And he acknowledged that he got defeated. I think with Iceman, that was the best way that he could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Why drop 3 albums? What do you think? Do you believe the reports that it was to get out of his contract? Do you think that he couldn't decide, how to feed his fans, so he just gave them 3 different versions of what he knows, like, like, works for him? What are your thoughts?
I think it's all formulaic. I think Drake is super smart, man, and I think it was very strategic. I think him coming out with Iceman, with this being, we've always said, "Oh, we want a Drake," like us, like Drake, like purists from the mid 2000s have always said, like, "Yo, he need to give us a solid rap album,"
Yeah,
but then you're isolating another fan base that you grew over the years. So I think I think he had to do that. One and two, he had to get out of this deal. I think that was part of it. I think it was confirmed yesterday that that he fulfilled his contract with UMG.
okay. I'm not sure about that, but I still think that what he did, it was like a dominance thing, and him showing that, like, I think it was, like, him more so showing the industry period, like,
Mhm.
"Yo, I am the algorithm." Like, I could drop 3 albums the same day, and you know what? People are going to take their time to listen to all 3. It's not going to be something where, like, one just doesn't do anything. Like, nah, I drop all 3 of these projects, and they all gonna do what they supposed to do in their respective genres. And I
Absolutely.
and I think that Drake, like, how sometimes people say, like, certain artists don't reinvent themselves?
Mhm.
And people say, like, "Yo, Drake is boring, he makes the same songs over and over again." I think he wanted to make it clear that, like, he goes in different lanes with these projects, and he wanted them to show us, like, "Hey, nah, I do this shit. I do this." And, like, music,
Yeah.
like, I am the label,
I
and I
think
think
he
what is showing that.
I think he's been doing a slow rollout for this process. I think maybe before he thought about doing something like this, because when you look at what he dropped, right?
Mhm,
Um, this rap project was something that he had to do to really just get everything else out the way from the past 2 years. We've heard tracks here and there,
mhm.
but we haven't fully heard how he feels right now at this moment. So he had to do that. Honestly, Nevermind was like the teaser point to lead up to Maid of Honor, in my opinion. And then Habibti was led up to by From Sexy Songs for You. You know, um, I think these are three aspects that we've seen of Drake. So it's not out of nowhere. I think he just led into it and he really leaned into it for this release.
I'm really glad that he did actually. Like,
Yeah.
I I enjoy Iceman the most,
Yeah, me
um,
too.
and I enjoyed Maid of Honor second, and Habibti is cool, but I'm just not a fan of R&B Drake. If I wanna hear R&B, I'll listen to R&B singers. I think Dra
Yeah, I feel that because
mm,
um Drake doesn't like and I was talking to you about this the other day, like, I remember when Drake was working on Thank Me Later, and he had this documentary out, and in the documentary, you saw him working with a vocal coach because he wanted to take singing more serious.
mhm.
I don't think he's seen that vocal coach since that album, since Thank
I
Me Later.
agree. I think because you gotta think about it, 5,000,000 records sold, he's like, "What the fuck I need to see this person for? This person training me to do something that they could never do." But I think
Yeah.
that Drake is a great, yeah, his pen is amazing, and I just think that this R&B art, like, I feel like at in 2005, we got that wave of songwriters that were becoming artists,
Mhm.
and I think that, like, we've been conditioned to now, if you don't write your own shit, like, and I'm like, "Nah, not in R&B, man." Like, get those writers to write those freaking songs and hits for these talented ass singers that we got. We got some really talented people that can
Mhm.
really, that aren't getting their fair shot because they might not be strong songwriters. And I feel like Drake could literally, like, extend his legacy and be on some Prince shit if he just would share the wealth a little bit more.
That's interesting. I mean, one would say that's why his 20v1 2024 even kicked off. Some people feeling that way. Like and him doing this whole buck the system thing. I think a lot of people are against him because they have that mindset. And I think for him, he probably feels like, nigga, I gave all of y'all that are beefing with me hits, top 10, top 5, number ones.
Right.
What the
You know
hell?
what? Appreciate it and give some R&B artists some songs. Can you imagine if
Yeah,
Drake wrote a song for Victoria Monet or Snow
yeah,
Allegra?
but yeah, Victoria Monet pen is crazy though. So I mean, if
I
they
know
just
Up
work
is
together,
crazy. Okay, if
yeah.
him and Victoria Monet work together, that would be great. If him and
Mhm.
Snow Allegra, come on, I know you like you would love a Drake and Snow Allegra collab. You would love that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I think him and I mean shit, he did it early on for Summer Walker. He hopped on her
Has he
first big single.
did
Yeah.
has he worked with Kali Uchis?
No, I don't think so.
I would
But
love for them.
she got Don Toliver now, so I don't know
I
if
mean,
she
that,
even gonna work with anybody
that
else.
man, I think I would like to see do Drake work with Kali. I know Don is her legit. I think that's her husband. I think they're married, but you know,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is that Drake has a uncanny ability to work really well with women,
Mhm.
and
He does.
and I think that it would be really. I think it would really benefit. I don't know how much it benefits him, but I think it would benefit him a lot to work with some more R&B singers, opposed to him
So
just songs for himself.
what do you think of these line of features on Iceman?
Um. Okay.
You
Okay.
got
Well,
Klass
I'll just say
maybe.
it. Song the
Mhm.
song with Future like was the biggest disappointment because we know that we know the whole situation where it was like awkward and for whatever reason Future gets this immaculate pass where he was able to try to he was front and center trying to diss Drake with everybody else. But apparently he gets a pass, right? And that song just wasn't good, bro.
Yeah,
It
I didn't
just
like
wasn't
that song that much. It was a bit
very.
of a letdown. Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
was
was a
a
bit of a
letdown.
letdown.
Come on, man, like that, and that's his bag. So I'm like, yo, I felt like Future like mailed it in, and
Yeah.
that was just like a huge letdown for me. When I saw Quavo's name, I thought Quavo would have been more involved on the song that he was featured on. So
Oh,
that was
Quavo. Oh man, on Shebang. Oh,
yeah,
what a hit though. That song is a
yeah.
fucking bop. Man,
I
what a
don't like,
hit.
but I get it. I know what it's gonna do, so I'm not hating
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the features on the album didn't really matter to me. I'll be keep it a buck with you. They didn't matter.
Mhm.
The
It
features
just
didn't
made me
matter.
re it just made me realize how in this playing field, Drake doesn't have the relationships he used to have. Like you got Sexy Red on there now. Like she's on two of the three albums.
Mhm.
You got he's working with Sexy Red, he's working with Stunner Sandy. You got 21 on there, but it's not a verse, it's just the chorus.
Right. I was
You
happy
got
for
Future. Yeah, it's very scarce. I would have rather I would have rather just seen what uh uh um I would have rather Iceman been without any features.
I was cool with it having no I'll be honest with you. I
Yeah,
don't
that would have
like
been cool.
either features. He didn't need it. Um, I just yeah, I didn't feel that way. What else I was gonna say? Do you feel like he's back to the best version of himself now after these 3 drops?
I think this is the best I've seen him in a while. Like
So
for sure. I don't know if it's the best version of himself because he's still carrying a lot of weight. And I think a lot of shit is still weighing him down. Um, yeah. I can't say the best version yet. I
alright.
think this is definitely better than CLB, Scorpion. Um, I think it's up there. I haven't like looked at all his albums to rank it,
Yeah.
but um yeah, this is a higher ranking album for me.
For
And I like it more with every listen.
this is I have to make sure I separate the 2. So since If You're Reading This Is Too Late is my favorite Drake Iceman is my favorite Drake project since then.
Oh, okay.
So since If
Okay.
You're Reading This Is Too Late, Iceman is my favorite Drake project,
Okay.
and both have similar kind of feelings.
Mhm.
Sense because in both projects, you get the sense that like Drake has his back against the wall.
Yeah.
He's coming out fighting like he had something to prove. So I think that's why I like the energy on both because if Arena's Too Late was supposed to be a Gangsta Grills mixtape
Mhm.
and that fell through. So Drake I feel like Drake took the same approach and is what I want from him. Uh so that like as far as like that, I do think that right now we are getting the best version of Drake because I think Drake has finally come to the realization that everything that he thought coming into the industry is not that, and now he literally doesn't care. Like if you look at Drake, Drake is doing things like rebellious things that we expected from another artist. We didn't expect Drake to take shots at Dr. Dre or Lucian Grange or Jay Z. Like the things that he's
But
doing
they're
on
yeah.
Universal on a whole, the things that he's doing are like is funny because you wouldn't expect that from Drake. You would have thought like Drake's the golden boy, he gets whatever he wants. But Drake is actually being the flag bearer and being the one like fighting for something in the industry. And it's
Mhm.
actually funny when you think about that. Like Drake being the revolutionary, like trying to like ruffle feathers in the industry.
Yeah, that's interesting too because, he's always had he had that, like, golden boy kinda image up until he
Yeah.
had the baby. I think that was kinda the switch. Um, he got a face tattoo, and then it was like I think before he had the baby, he was more clean cut, especially because he had the baby with, like, I don't know what was she? Was she a stripper?
I don't like some people say porn star. I don't think she was a porn star though. I think she was like a you know what? I'm not even you know what? That's that man's baby mom. I'm not gonna I don't
Yeah,
know who it was, but I know that she was a woman that was known in the industry.
right. Okay. So, yeah, I think his image started changing around that point, but even still, I think Drake had a problem with the system. It just wasn't this loud before. So, like, even when you look at his history with the Grammys, how he treated the Grammys, he never goes. I think Drake in his career has won 5 Grammys, which is insane. Like,
Mhm.
you would think he would have more than that. He's one of the biggest selling artists of all time, one of the most celebrated artists of all time. He was celebrated as Billboard's Artist of the Decade, but he only has 5 Grammys. Like,
Shit,
it just
Britney
doesn't make any sense.
not
Yeah.
trying to scare off, but like it happens like that. Britney Spears has no Grammy awards, bro. And
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have believed that because at one point Britney Spears was literally everywhere all the time.
That's so crazy to me. But, like, he makes a mockery of the Grammys. I remember the year that, he put up his own Grammys on his Instagram and gave everybody awards. He was like, "Yeah, nah, we don't do that shit." Like, or going on stage and being like, "Yo, this means nothing. This means nothing. Follow your dreams." Like, just kinda just he has awards, sure, but I think he's kinda always had a problem with the system in a
Yeah.
way that we still don't fully know about.
And then also again, I repeat it, he's Canadian, he is not American.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
I think he
But I
sees
mean
how I think he sees how artists are like honored. Like I remember like Skepta like won some award, like a couple like it was like years ago, right? Skepta like won some of this it was I want to say it was like 2015, 2016. Skepta won some award in Britain. It was like the for the Brit Awards or something like that. And like Drake was talking about it. He was saying like, yo, like they really honor him here. And mind you, like Skepta don't have that many projects out and shit like that. But they were
mm,
honoring him. And I feel like for Drake, he looks at it like, yo, like why am I going so hard to please these Americans? Like I'm gonna get my money, I have my notoriety. Like I'm tired of like chasing these Americans for recognition. And I
yeah,
think I feel strongly about that. I feel like he calls us those Americans.
terms Americans is crazy.
I feel like Drake is very much on some like, yo, I'm about to make Canada be the spot. Like Toronto is already a hot spot regardless, but
Mhm.
I strongly feel that way. I feel like he's like, yo, fuck America.
Yeah, I think, yeah, probably. But I think, let's get into some of these sneak disses on this album.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here with you.
Yeah. All right. So of course we knew that Kendrick was gonna get some darts, right? Most notably on songs like "Make Them Pay," "Make Them Remember," and "Janice Shut the Fuck Up." Um, yeah. So and did you? We uncovered the internet is saying who Janice is. Did you see that?
It's not Baby King's mom.
No. Wait. What? That's what people were saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying that one.
No, I didn't see that. No,
Somebody
Janice.
said that is Baby King's mom.
Um. Janice is one of the UMG. Let me see. Let's see. Digging into Universal Music Group connections.
Mm.
Yeah, they're saying that is Janice Jose. Janice Jose is a head of brand partnerships at Universal Music Group.
Telling a woman to shut the fuck up is crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what people are saying that that's the Janice that he's referring to. Yeah. Um.
That just reminds me of Black Dynamite or some shit.
Oh, Euphoria. Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, yeah. I knew that was you. I didn't even have to look. Oh, that's my shit. But yeah, okay. So he dissed him most notably on those songs. He said one lyric. He said, "Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one got questions." And then, or the lyric where he goes, "And Muggsy Bogues dunk for once. Even I'm a bit amazed." Um, so it's interesting, right? So like he had little like digs at Kendrick.
Yeah,
He didn't go crazy. He didn't go crazy. And I think even if he does, it's gonna drive him nuts, just like it did with Pusha. Because if you notice with Pusha, Pusha never says shit else. He doesn't diss him. He just moved on, and I think that
yeah.
irks the shit out of Drake because he doesn't get acknowledged anymore.
Thanks, bro. That's why I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Let me see. White kids listen to you because they feel some guilt, and that's your hope. That's your soul gets. That's your soul, and that's how your soul gets fulfilled. Handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood, then you go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? That's a dig too, or that I think that's off Make Them Remember. But yeah, he had, and then of course the Khaled lyric, Make Them Pay. And Khaled, you know what I mean. The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your dean. Like, and then the whole, and your people are still waiting for a free Palestine.
The Cali got the worst of it on the album.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's interesting because he's weaponizing that. It's an interesting tactic for a diss, but Drake has never stood for anything.
Yeah, at all. But I think he knew that would strike a that like he was letting Khaled know, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, never think me and you gonna be cool again. Like, you know how sometimes some people like they wanna make sure that you know? I
Yeah,
felt that was him making sure. Like, I wanna make sure that you like, I wanna make sure that I hope that me saying this ruins the relationships that you have.
yeah. I hope this is my line in the sand. I hope you see it clear as day. I
He was
love the line at Ross on Make Them Pay.
Oh, yeah, everybody was impressed by that.
Oh, that was so good. Dog, I was Aiden Ross was streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. Like that was just poetic. It was so good.
And Ross
So
had it
fucking good.
Ross is kinda losing like, Ross losing me a little bit, so
Yeah, with this whole shit right now with Biggs.
yeah, he apologized already. He was like, "Yo, my
Yeah.
bad. Like, somebody that really loves you reached out to me, and I really love them too." And I'm just like, "Yo, bro, like, you talking a bit like now you talking to somebody like easy, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it was Khaled that was like, you're wildin'." It was either Khaled, Fat Joe, somebody that was just like, "All right, yeah, now you wildin'. Like, if you wanna go at
Yeah,
it, you cool, but
I
like,
don't I don't think he has a relationship with Jay-Z like that no more. You can
still,
always tell when people don't have a relationship with Jay-Z like that no more.
I just think Rick Ross tries to be disrespectful and he takes it too far sometimes. I
Yeah.
was I don't even think that he was that familiar, like, if they were still cool. I don't think he keeps up with stuff like that, but the fact that, like, he coulda went a lot of different routes, he just ain't have to go that route, so now we gonna have to hear more go
Oh, yeah.
in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. They need the material.
Yeah,
Um,
Ross just gave them a fucking alley-oop.
exactly. You got the ASAP Rocky dig on here. KYSASAP. That's some shit you could do for me. And then or the whole your baby mama ain't post a single.
Yeah,
Damn,
that got
where's
deep.
she at? Huh?
Where she at?
Yeah, where's
Got
she
deep,
at?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too
He said
like,
you
you
saw
wanna
my brother, you was
yeah,
trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing.
yeah,
Yeah.
something that one was weird to me, but, uh, Too Hard for the Radio is my favorite diss.
Really? Imma show you how to do it, little boy.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like Drake was really in the studio, like, dancing and getting it, like, "Imma show him how to
Oh
do
my
it."
god. The direct shot at Mustard on that,
Yeah,
obviously,
because, like,
yeah, nah.
that was funny because it's like he's saying that, I'm like, "Yo, that They Not Like Us" is a fucking hit. Who
Yeah,
the
it's a
fuck
fucking bop.
no, he actually is he's giving us hits since Rack City, bro. What are you
Mhm.
saying right
Yeah,
now?
what are you talking about? It's pretty tone deaf, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it
The
was still
audacity of
funny,
it is
but, like,
crazy.
yeah, it was like that yeah, the audacity was insane, but I was like, "Alright,
Mhm.
it's still cool." But, I I okay, so I don't think he's capable of making a back-to-back for Kendrick. I could be very wrong, but I think
Uh,
if he could, we would have heard it by now, right? So, I think that what he did on Iceman was his best effort, and it
mhm.
felt flat, but it's still good music.
Yeah. You
Becau
know what's
because
crazy?
oh, what's
I
that?
think I think Family Matters would have been received much better if it was on this album.
Oh, opposed to when he was dropping Lucy's.
Yeah. I think if he came out, I mean, obviously it would have been too late, maybe if he had something else at that time, but I just remember somebody playing Family Matters at a party.
What?
There was a video no, there was video because in the beginning, it's kind of a turned up, song. Drop,
Okay.
drop, drop, that whole
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
but if that last half came out on this album, it would have been received so much better.
okay.
That was just my thought with it. But anyway, the Jay-Z digs.
I don't know why he keeps doing it. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
I
I could see why.
I don't.
Honestly, I see why he did a lot of these. It
Jay-Z,
makes
I
sense.
did J.
Okay,
Cole
so for
okay, like, so let me just tell you what how it was explained to me by our good friend LaShawn, AKA First Class Seat. He says that J. Cole's disses were warranted. I disagreed, but he said, "How would you feel is if you somewhere and your man swing first, and then you start fighting and your man run off on you saying, 'Oh, I ain't think that we was fighting for real.'"
yeah, it's
So he
true.
said pretty much what Cole did, and I
Mhm.
was like, "But I don't think Cole like he's like it don't matter to." And then apparently Drake reached out to Cole and Cole didn't call him back.
And yeah, yeah.
So and the
I
reason why
think
he
that's
didn't call
why
him
it's
back is
warranted.
because Jay-Z told Cole, like, to stay out of it. Don't like I just can't see Jay-Z saying, "Hey, if he calls you, don't pick up that phone." But okay.
I don't even think it's the whole Jay-Z stay out of it. I think Jay-Z they they have some tension over the years that we just don't fully know about,
I
right?
think
And then
you know,
there's also Jay-Z saying, "Oh, dissing and all of this is wrong and blah 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 blah." And then getting Kendrick and saying, "Yeah, do this at Super Bowl." You know, it's kind of throwing a stone and hiding your hand kind of thing. So I could see how Drake will feel a way over that. Like obviously Kendrick had the biggest year ever. So there's also that. But I can also see Drake not fucking with the fact that he got him to do Super Bowl, and he's playing, and it looks like he's playing both sides.
Right. Also, we're entering new territory. Me and one of my boys were just talking about this. Like 20 years ago, hip hop wasn't at where it's at now. So
Hmm
20 years ago, we don't know what things could have like how things could have been um heightened between Jay-Z and Nas. Cause I'm like, yo, like they was in the same city. Like he was like, yeah, you're saying that, but like Jay-Z and Nas wasn't like they weren't getting Super Bowl performances. Like, can you imagine if Jay-Z performed Take Over at the Super or
Yeah,
if he or if Nas got to perform Ether at the American Music Awards or something like that. Like,
niggas thought it was a big deal when Jay Z did take over at Unplugged.
yeah,
That was a big deal.
right.
But him doing take over at the Super Bowl would be crazy.
Right. So that's what my boy was like breaking down to me. He was like, "So you got to think like this is all a first." So like, yeah, it's easy to say that like, "Yo, these rappers got over this and they was able to get past this." But imagine like you go like, and you know that there's people that's going to watch this that are never going to like listen to hip hop again and say, "Wow, that Drake's a pedophile."
Yeah, yeah, facts. Yeah, like what are you doing? There's gonna be parents that see the new Drake album now and still thinking about 2024. Like, yo,
Bro,
like,
yeah,
isn't this the pedophile guy that Kendrick Lamar was talking about on the Super Bowl? Like, why are you listening to this? There's people that are that out of touch.
right. So
Yeah.
I get that, and it's just something where I'm like, "All right, cool." Like I'll understand that, but, do you have, like, your favorite songs on the album or highlights on Iceman?
Yes. Make them pay with that Denise Williams sample.
Oh my
So
goodness.
fucking beautiful. It's
Yes,
flawless.
sir. Yes, sir.
It's so flawless. He had Smoke for Pharrell on that too. I
Oh,
got
yeah,
all the chains that they ever repped in Virginia. I got
and it's
niggas by
crazy because it's
possession.
like, I don't think that Pharrell I don't think I it's so funny because you wanna know what? He does it because I think he knows it gets under Push's skin, but I don't
Yeah,
think Pharrell really care. I really don't.
bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't understand their thing. Um, yeah, I really don't get it. And then Make Them Remember is another one. Like all of them make them
Yeah.
do this or
All of them
whisper
make
my
them
name.
are incredible, yeah.
Whisper My Name is hard too. That's the joint that he took the shot at Hove on too. He said, "I'll take 500K, not the dinner. I could never learn from y'all. I could never learn shit from none of y'all."
I mean, Jay-Z said
Um,
he take the 500K too, so hey.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so there's quite a few that stand out for me. Burning Bridges I really like. That's a fun one. Firm Friends. I like a majority of this shit for real. I really
Yeah,
do.
with you, like, I could do a better job at saying what I didn't like
Mhm.
versus, uh hold on, let me see, let me find it. I know I got it here. Yeah, like, for me, Make Them Cry, Whisper My Name, Dust, Janet Shut the Fuck Up, Make Them Pay, Burning Bridges, National Treasure, These on the
Mhm.
Tape, I really like, and I feel like that one explained his label situation.
Yeah.
Too for the Radio, shout out to Mac Dre, Firm Friends, and Make Them Know. Um, I did not
Yeah.
enjoy Ran to Atlanta. I didn't like What Did I Miss when it first came out, and I still don't like that shit.
Mm.
Plot Twist, I'm cool on that. And is the name of the song? No, it's not. No, okay, no, that's wrong. Okay, but yeah, those three, like those three songs, I absolutely do not like. I can't listen to them. Don't want to hear 'em.
Let's see. I don't care for Ran to Atlanta, but that second half, just hearing Future come in, it still does something for me. I still like that second half. Um,
Okay,
I don't really care for Too Hard for the Radio. That last half, it just sounds cheap. It sounds so cheap.
well, it don't make you want to
Like
go
I just
rotating.
got I just got a flawless West Coast album in GNX, and then this.
Yeah, hold on one second. My bad.
Mhm.
My bad.
Um, Yeah, I just got a flawless showcase of West Coast rap with GNX, like actually authentically done. This one is out of spite, and you talking about I'm gonna show you how to do it. Like, nigga, Peekaboo is fucking amazing. What are you talking about? Like, I don't want to hear you say that. That's insane to me. Um, and then I don't really care for Lil Birdie is a little sassy. It's a little too
I okay,
sassy.
that's
It's
another song that I didn't like. I forgot that.
yeah,
That's the one I got the name wrong though, and I just couldn't remember it. Little
yeah,
Birdie.
Lil Birdie's a little sassy. Uh, what else? I think that might be it. Overall, for 18 songs, man, that's a high average.
Yeah, 18
He's
songs.
really,
And I didn't like 4 of them. So
yeah,
that's 40,
he's
18.
really,
I
he,
cool with.
he's really rapping, man. It's some good shit on here. I I would love if he works with Boy Wonder again, but that's like the old Drake for me now at this point.
I think
I would love to see Boy Wonder. I would love to see more 40. I love how he even talks about 40 on this
I
as
was
like
gonna
a
say that how 40
yeah,
basically kind of like told him like, yo, you need like he basically said 40's not even listening to me, and 40 was like, yo, you need to
yeah,
get back into your shit.
yeah. Like lock in with me. He said feel like 40 won't even listen to my words when he knows I'm in a load of trouble. I'm in a cut just loading rebuttals. And I got a bunch of hits on my hands. See the swollen knuckles? I try to tell him it's working out for me now. He say, then show your muscles. Like, just great.
That was good.
Good rapping. Um, yeah, I want to see him lock in with 40 more visibly. I hope 40 is good too. I just feel like we haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
Do you think that he was too hard on Dr. Dre, LeBron, and DeMar DeRozan?
No, and I think that was all warranted. I think the Dr.
Dre is
Dre
what?
thing,
Dr.
hell
Dre
yeah.
owes nothing.
Huh?
LeBron and DeMar DeRozan were his friends. Dr. Dre owes him nothing. Kendrick Lamar is his artist.
Yeah, but if you're gonna talk to me about oh being a quote unquote pedophile and doing all of this and then or and then you stand next to and make it seem like you're of this righteousness, but then you standing next to Dr. Dre who has these cases of beating on women,
Mhm.
like actual visible cases, then you're being a hypocrite.
Okay.
I get it. And
Okay,
then
I get
also him
so Dre is more
uh
guilty of war than directly. He's basically just saying you standing next to Dre. I get what you're saying.
yeah, there's that, and then also there's when Not Like Us won the award and Dr. Dre high five Lucian at the Grammys.
Yeah,
I
that's his
think there's
art.
something there. Yeah, there's something there that there's that instance, and then him saying, "Yo, I see dead people," like him co-signing the diss, even though that's his artist. It's like, all right, you're being a hypocrite. You calling me out for something, but you standing next to somebody that actually has some cases too. Like, what are you talking about? So I get it. And then who else did you name?
Ronnie
LeBron.
Rose, LeBron,
Absolutely, that makes sense. 100%. I love LeBron, but that, like, come on, bro. Like, even if you felt like it was a moment for the Lakers, and you trying to align with that pact and with the legacy of the city, you didn't have to run up on stage and dance to that shit. Like, god damn, like you could have just been in the audience and had a good
wasn't on
time.
it. He tried to go on stage and Savannah stopped him.
I thought he ran up on stage.
He
So
didn't get
yeah, he tried to.
only
No, it was
only
Demar.
and Russell
It
Westbrook
was
got on the
Demar.
stage. Yeah. LeBron
Yeah,
tried. And Savannah
yeah.
was like, oh.
Like, bro, like, come on, yo. And then we see all the videos of him bopping to "They Not Like Us." Like, it's if I'm Drake and I actually feel like I had a brotherhood with this nigga, I can see how he feels away. And then same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Like, they seem to be friends. He brought him over to Toronto. He was on the Raptors. Like, it seemed like there was a trajectory there. Like, it seemed like a real friendship. I think everybody that he took shots at or that he feels a way about, he's warranted.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, overall, like, we're not going to like it hasn't even been like 72 hours, so I'm not going to do that to you. But I did thoroughly enjoy Iceman. And the other two projects I did as well, and we'll talk about this more in depth as you see, we're doing it via StreamYard, yeah, guys, because I moved, so FKB headquarters has to get remodeled and revamped. But we'll be back soon. But I definitely just wanted to make sure that we gave you guys this because I thought that
Yeah.
this was. And Regg's Detroit Pistons are playing in the game right now, and
Yes, sir. Game 7. By the time y'all get this, make a
hopefully
break for us, man. We'll
Detroit.
we'll maybe we'll be seeing the Knicks. So we'll see.
But no, I thank you for your time, Reg. I'm going to take us home. Guys, I'm Taurian B.
And I'm First Class Reg.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Iceman cometh.
Dun dun.